Chairman. I want to focus on intellectual property rights real quick. It's clear that China has tolerated an unacceptably high rate of piracy across technologies. U.S. copyright industries estimate that 85 to 95% of their members' copyrighted works sold in China were pirated. Despite repeated promises by the Chinese to step up enforcement, this problem persists and the dollar losses keep mounting to nearly $9 billion a year. If the exchange rate has the effect of lowering these costs, the cost of products, isn't it true that intensified by China's theft of intellectual property and making these products at issue, will the exchange rate solve the competitiveness concerns for America's most innovative industries? And the last question, shouldn't the administration press the Chinese on these issues just as hard as the currency issue?
The exchange rate won't have as big an impact on some of the leading edge industries as it might on more standard manufacturers or standard service providers. And so you're quite right. I think that the protection of intellectual property, and let me revert to my earlier point, the power of financial incentives, tax holidays, capital grants, free land, free infrastructure, that is extremely powerful, particularly in capital-intensive, high-tech industries. Some U.S. action on those fronts is extremely important. Again, let me underline my feeling that the U.S. government at the national level should put together some program to respond to the very aggressive financial incentives coming from not only China but from many other parts of Asia and even Europe as well.
Thank you. Dr. Ferguson, you have a comment on that?
No, it will have no effect. That is to say, exchange rate revaluation will have no effect on the problem of intellectual piracy, which is rampant. I agree. And yes, we should be pressing just as hard on that issue, where it seems to me China must be in contravention of international obligations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Kind. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding this very, very important hearing. I want to thank our witnesses for your testimony here today. Listen, I think we can all agree that the U.S.-China relationship